Hello everyone and welcome back to our Little's Law YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk to you about one of the questions that has been raised and that in fact it confuses almost everyone when they start performance testing. So what is the real difference between the total users and active users? I in fact have got this question very recently. So if you have ever run a test, say for like 70 users, and you looked at your report or during your active users result or the monitoring in your tool, and you see just 63 users, and then you scratch your head wondering what happened to the other 7 users. If you are in the boat with me, then this video is for you. And for those who are interested to learn performance testing, please do watch this video till the end. So let me break it down one by one. First, let me define our two key terms, which is the first one, which is the total users, which we call it as virtual users or V users in any of the tool like NeoLoad, LoadRunner or JMeter. So think of it like the total cast of your play. So it's the maximum number of virtual users you have hired for your performance testing. And in your case, you have hired a cast of 70 users. So you have hired 70 users now. And this is the pool of users your testing tool like JMeter or LoadRunner can draw from. So these users are ready and they're waiting in the wings, but they are not all on stage performing at the same exact moment. Okay. So now you understood what I'm talking about, the first part, that's the virtual users. And now the active users are the concurrent users. So this is the number of users who are actively performing an action at a specific moment in a time. And these are the users who are currently on stage delivering their lines, which is in our case means they are sending an HTTP request to your server and waiting for the response. And they are the ones putting the load on your system right now. So if you see 63 active users, it means that at that precise second, you took the measurement, okay, which means 63 out of the total 70 V users were hammering your server with requests. Okay, so now you got it. So now you understood the concurrent users and the active users and the total virtual users. And now let's pause for a moment to let that sink in. Okay, now the big question is, why are not they the same? Why they are not same, which is 70 users active and 70 users total and 70 users concurrency, not everywhere. Where did those 7 users go? And this is the most important part. The difference almost or always comes down to one thing, that is the think time and pacing. So imagine one of your virtual users is going through a script to log into a website and check their order status. Okay, the script might go like this. They log in, they go to the login page, they open the login page in their browser, and they enter their username and password where they enter into the application. So they do the login process, right? And then they wait for 3 seconds, and that is the think time. Yeah, so like a real user who is reading the page. So he goes through the page, he checks where is the username box, where is the password box, and then he drags his mouse to the login button. And then once they log in, he is clicking on the My Account button. And now he is waiting for another 5 seconds. So more think time, which is he is looking at the account page. And then the next action, which is he's clicking on the order history. So he's doing his action one by one. He went to the login page, he logged in, and now he's clicking on the order history. At any given moment, some of your 70 users will be in those waiting states. They are part of your total users or total cast, but they are all not active, right? So they are not sending a request. They are just thinking, or they are just idle, or they are just waiting for the next request to be done. So in your test with 70 total users, the 63 active users are the ones who are currently executing a request, and the 7 other are likely in their think time delay, and they're waiting for their next queue to become active again. So a very simple analogy I will tell you before I complete this video. So think of it like a car rental company. So total users is your entire fleet of 70 cars. So you have 70 cars. Okay, just imagine 70 users to 70 cars, and the active users or active cars are 63 cars that are currently rented out and they are being driven on the road. So 63 cars are running on the road. Okay, the other 7 cars are in the parking lot, right? And they are cleaned, gassed up, and ready to be rented for someone to be getting hired. So but they are not active at this moment, right? So that's what your users are doing. So they are in the parking lot getting gassed up and they are ready to be rented up. So they're ready to do their next action. So just to give you a quick recap, the total users is your capacity, the total number of user sessions in your test, and then your active users, right? So the total users are different from the active users. So the active users is your concurrent load, the real time demand on your server. So total users is the total number of users session in your test, but the active users is your concurrent load, which is the real time demand on your server. So seeing a lower number on your active users than the total users is completely normal. Don't worry about that. It's not an abnormal one. It's a very normal one, and it is expected in a realistic test. It means your test script is modeling real user behavior with delays, which is a good thing. And another advice for you all. So here is what you need to do in your test. When you analyze your results, pay very close attention to the active users graph alongside your response time and the error rate graph. And if you see a spike in response times or errors exactly when your active user count peaks, you have found a direct correlation, and that's where your system is struggling with the concurrent load or with the concurrency. And don't worry about the missing users. They are not missing. They are just being realistic. They are just in their parking space. That's it. So I believe I have explained you about what is active users, what is a concurrent users, and I have even given an analogy and how to even do an RCA if you are facing any issues. And if this cleared things up for you, give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe bell so you don't miss the next tutorial. In the comments below, tell me about a time you were confused by your performance test results, and I'd love to hear from your stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, it's bye-bye from Vasanth Shanmugam and your favorite Little's Law YouTube channel. Take care and bye-bye.